So I got inside, did some, asked some questions of the gallery staff and so on. There were a few people inside, nothing spectacular. And then suddenly there was this gentleman on the right-hand side of me with like sort of light grey jacket sidling along. And I thought, okay, well, he's just, inching in to get a better view. Suddenly I see him whip out a can of paint, red paint, and a paintbrush, and he draws an X over the genital area of the picture. So for a moment I was a bit stupefied. I thought, well, maybe it's part of an installation, I don't know. But it didn't look right, it looked weird, and his behavior was completely just, you couldn't understand it. He had a smile on his face as well, which was also bizarre to me. Then he painted an X on the president's face, and then I realized something had to be wrong. So I apprehended him, and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And everyone else is looking at me like I'm crazy. And I'm thinking, is no one else seeing what I'm seeing? And then eventually I pulled him to the side and asked him, why are you doing this? And he wouldn't answer me. Behind me there was another commotion. A black gentleman had gotten a tin of black paint and completely defaced the rest of the painting, and he got into a scuffle with security officials. And they really gave him a bit of a beating. And I'm saying, but this gentleman's also involved. He's also part of part of this whole thing. And then they realized what had happened, that they were actually accomplices and they were working together to do this. If I hadn't been there, he probably would have just disappeared through the door and left. The painting wasn't cordoned off, there was no security by the painting. And then I spoke to gallery staff and they said that they actually did ask for more security because of the heightened interest in this painting. So this also caught them completely off guard. I mean, people are going to lose their jobs today, I have no doubt about it, because it's become a valuable thing, and now it's completely and utterly destroyed.
You think they did it to take the attention away from the ANC gathering outside court?
Yeah. Well, judging by the fact that we've got half the world's media here, might mean that they've been successful in that regard. But we can't tell whether who they are and why they might have done this. That's going to be key to find out why.